Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in Prayagraj today, and he also took a holy dip at the Sangam in Prayagraj at the Mahakumbh 2025. In fact, upon reaching the Fair Avenue, the Prime Minister also took a boat ride to Triveni Sangam, which is seen as the confluence of India's rivers, Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath accompanied him, which is when there were mantras that were chanted. We could see the Prime Minister holding the Rudraksh, the beads of Rudraksh, as he offered prayers while standing knee-deep in the river. Prime Minister's visit comes on Wednesday, even as polling is underway for Delhi polls. This is a message of reassurance to the people of the country who have witnessed the stampede that happened on the 29th of January. This is the Prime Minister's reassurance that he is constantly monitoring the arrangements in Mahakumbh 2025. My colleague Ranveer joins us with more details on this. Ranveer, world's largest spiritual event. This is the largest gathering of devotees, and the Prime Minister is there today. And in fact, he is sending out many messages there. One, of course, to Delhi voters, but also a larger message to the people of the country that he believes in this, in the power of India's civilizational glory, and also a message of reassurance that the Mahakumbh 2025 is completely safe and the arrangements are being monitored by not just the UP government but also by the centre. Tell us, what all did he do at this venue today and what is expected next?
Now PM Modi is returning back. I am here at Sangam and PM's chopper is in DPS helipad. And now in another 1 or 2 minutes, PM's chopper will be taking off to airport, and from airport PM Modi will return back from his special flight. So if you're talking about messages, there are so many messages. Like if we're talking about PM Modi, he's very much inclined towards religious practices, and he performs 9 days fasting at the occasion of Navratri. He visits so many temples, including we saw PM Modi in Mahakumbh in 2019 also, and in December 2024 PM was in Prayagraj to inaugurate some of the projects, infrastructural development project, and now today also PM decided a day which is not any Snan day, because on the Snan days a huge gathering comes to Prayagraj, and to avoid any kind of mess, PM has decided a date of 5th Feb, because today is a normal day, but despite a normal day you can see the gathering. A huge number of devotees are here. And if we're talking about messages, apart from his spiritual attraction to religious practices, a political person always gives a political message, and now this time the opposition is going to be targeted by Bharatiya Janata Party, because the top faces of Bharatiya Janata Party, including Prime Minister Modi, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, and also Rajnath Singh, CM Yogi Adityanath, and many other union ministers, they had visited Mahakumbh. And CM Yogi Adityanath, he comes to Prayagraj on an average 1 or 2 days. So the big faces attended this Mahakumbh, but now if we talk about opposition, Akhilesh Yadav was in Mahakumbh to take holy dip, but obviously Gandhi family will be on target of Bharatiya Janata Party, because Gandhi family is being called a Chunavi Hindu by Bharatiya Janata Party, and we got information that PM's chopper has taken off to airport now. So it was a very short trip of PM Modi, and now PM Modi, after taking a holy dip at the Sangam, which is a joining place of Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati, he has now returned back to his place. So a very significant one, and the parliament session is going on. So Gandhi family will be targeted by Bharatiya Janata Party, because the Mahakumbh will be ending on 26th Feb on the occasion of Mahashivratri, and if the Gandhi family will not be visiting to Mahakumbh, then the BJP is going to target the opposition, and especially Gandhi family, because BJP asked the opposition that why the leaders of opposition, they are avoiding visiting Ayodhya Ram Temple, why the opposition leaders are not visiting Mahakumbh. So such kind of political messaging, it will be on peak issue of political discussion also, because the big faces have arrived at Mahakumbh in Prayagraj, and you can see the number. The UP government is claiming that more than 400 million people, or more than 450 million people will be gathering, and till now the number of devotees who have visited in Prayagraj is more than 38 crore. So obviously this is a huge number, and this spiritual tourism, the religious tourism is going to boost the economy. And we were in CM residence few days back. CM has invited some of the journalists, and I was one of them. And we asked CM Yogi Adityanath that how the Mahakumbh is going to be a way to improve the economy of Uttar Pradesh. So CM mentioned in a very easy way that if suppose there will be 40 crore devotees and everyone spends on an average 5,000 rupees. So this is going to be a way of getting around 200 crores to which will boost Uttar Pradesh economy. So this Mahakumbh is a historic one with a largest gathering of mankind on earth, and that's why a huge number of foreigners are also in Prayagraj. Some of the known faces including Steve Jobs' wife and Coldplay performers, they were in Prayagraj. Many other known faces were in Prayagraj. So these the arrival of VVIPs and also the normal devotees, this is the attraction of Mahakumbh. And today PM Modi's visit was obviously an important one, and PM taken a holy dip at Sangam and now returned back to his place.
Ranveer, if you talk about the Prime Minister's projection of his own religiosity, there's never been a time when he has shied away from showing himself as a believer. He is somebody who believes in the power of religion. He is somebody who believes in traditional practices, rituals associated with Hinduism. I remember even before Pran Pratishtha, he did take part in the Anushtan process, or for that matter, he has always called himself a Shakti Upasak. If we were to talk about the rituals that are associated with Mahakumbh, the holy dip, and of course the Aarti that happens, tell us a little bit about the significance of these rituals that are associated with Mahakumbh, because there is a sense of unity, because these are the same rituals performed by crores of Indians. So there is a certain spiritual unity that also comes across in Mahakumbh. Tell us, how did the Prime Minister send out that message that he's just one amongst the masses when it comes to belief and spirituality?
PM Modi, apart from being a politician, is known for his spiritual attraction in the religious practices. PM visits so many temples like Kedarnath, Badrinath, Ayodhya Ram Temple, Kashi Vishwanath Ji in Varanasi, and Mahakumbh, Ujjain, and so many other religious places. So PM Modi is known for his religious attraction. He performs a 9 days fasting during the occasion of Navratri. He also performs so many pujas, and today he, after taking the dip, PM Modi had taken a dip in the Sangam area, and after that he performed a special puja. And this time the Mahakumbh comes after 12 years, but this year this is a special one which has come after a span of 144 years, and that's why this is the most important one, because of this the present generation. This Mahakumbh is going to be is the single one, and after 144 years this will be returning back. So no one from our generation will remain alive. So that's why this is a special one, and due to this special occasion, a huge number of devotees are here. And if we talk about PM Modi, he is known for his religious practices. I saw PM Modi in Kedarnath.
Yeah. Neerja, we have Neerja Chaudhary, who's a senior journalist and author. We also have Sajjan Kumar, who is also an author. Thank you both of you for joining me on this broadcast. Neerja, ma'am, to you first. What do you make of the Prime Minister's visit to Mahakumbh? Because this is a sign of reassurance that the Mahakumbh is completely safe, and he has been quite concerned about the deaths that took place, the stampede that took place. He has been voicing, his concern against that. But yesterday, Mahakumbh also was reflected in the Parliament debates. Tell us, what is the larger message that he's sending out through this visit of his?
Look, the larger message, of course, is, of Hindu pride, Hindu faith, all that he represents. And moving towards Hindu Rashtra is what he's talked about, the 1,000 years civilizational project. That is one part of the story, and it's coming on the day of Delhi election, where the middle class, which had voted for Arvind Kejriwal's Aam Aadmi Party in the last two elections, is looking at the BJP this time differently. And these images, this optics might help them, if any of them are fence sitters, to make up their mind and move towards the BJP. That may be a calculation. The other thing, of course, is as you mentioned that of course the stampede took place and people were killed, and we still don't know how many were killed, how many injured, how many have recovered. But with the Prime Minister going there, of course, the Prime Minister's arrangements would be very different from the arrangements that are made for ordinary people. But still, the Prime Minister going there does give a message that things are finally under control and that the Mahakumbh is continuing despite that, upset and the deaths that took place some days ago. So also it gives a message on behalf, for Yogi Adityanath. Yogi Adityanath has been pitching very highly for him to be considered, he's moving the politics more towards the right wing, the batenge katenge kind of rhetoric. So an icon of Hindu thought and Hindutva, but also he wants to be seen as somebody who's a very good organizer. If millions of people can go and take a dip like this on a Mahakumbh, and if no incident had taken place, that would have been a big feather in his cap. But the fact that the incident took place, but he managed to control it, and everybody is continuing with the Astha ki Dubki, then it is something that he can be a good administrator as well as a Hindu icon. So things are also, stakes are very high for Yogi Adityanath in the images that we are seeing. Of course, Uttar Pradesh has an important place in the scheme of things for the BJP, because had it not won Uttar Pradesh so convincingly in 2014 and 19, it would not have formed majority governments. It would have been heading a coalition like it is today. Right. So UP BJP down to 33 seats was a setback, and I think that is where they are putting their best foot forward and pulling out all stops that they will recapture Uttar Pradesh in a very convincing way into 2029, but also in 2027 when state elections take place. Absolutely. So all these optics are part of that strategy, that story.
Messaging there in the Prime Minister's visit to Prayagraj Mahakumbh 2025. Also, Sajjan, to you now, when it comes to the Prime Minister's belief in Hinduism, as somebody who's a Hindu, we have seen him perform these rituals. We've seen him be very respectful of traditions that are associated with the Hindu religion. He himself is an upasak. He keeps those fasts that are meant for the Devi, Navratri fast. At the same time, we've also seen him undertake this Anushthan process in the run-up to Pran Pratishtha, in the inauguration of the Ram Temple in 2024. So clearly, when it comes to rituals, the Prime Minister is quite specific that he will do things which masses believe in. Kumbh Mela also, for that matter, the traditions and the history of it has also shown it as something that is completely antithetical to the Brahminical order, something that masses believe in, something Mahakumbh is for everybody. Is this the Prime Minister's way of also sending out a message that inclusion and Hindutva can go along with each other? He's also wearing a blue scarf today. What is the larger message that you're reading in his visit?
Precisely, Vasudha. I mean, almost 1/3 of India is expected to visit Mahakumbh. And this is one occasion wherein nowhere in the world you find a parallel of such a scale of gathering of the people. It is not an event which could be organized. This is something which signifies the generic devotion of the people across India and from abroad. And therefore, this is also the occasion wherein framing into the political realm of Hinduism versus Hindutva, it collapses. So Prime Minister's participation here is more like adhering to the aspects of Hinduism, wherein Hindutva is not the dominant theme. Of course, there would be the benefit that may be expected, but herein he is participating as a devotee, and he has been participating in such occasion. But given the scale of Mahakumbh, this is significant too, as you pointed out. We already have seen Modi versus Shankaracharya, and that sort of a binary, that sort of a division is not just about the Mahakumbh. It has been there since the foundation laying ceremony in 2019 and then inauguration in 2024. And therein, we have seen that how a Brahmanical version or a textual version of Hindutva versus the popular Hinduism, wherein you find that more and more subaltern communities are participating, and Prime Minister Modi certainly is leading the popular Hinduism, subaltern Hinduism, folk Hinduism, vis-a-vis the very textual and Shankaracharya-led version of Hinduism. which may not have a popular resonance. And that is why when Prime Minister Modi participates, it's not just blurring the boundary between Hindutva and Hinduism, it is also about which version of Hinduism is he embracing and sending a message. And that sort of a egalitarian, inclusive, and a subaltern-laden Hinduism is something that Prime Minister is. So it's not just about Hindutva, it is also about the Hinduism, wherein you do find that there is a larger subaltern agency without othering of any section of the Hindu section. And that is why this occasion acquires significance, because Prime Minister Modi's participation, and on a day wherein you find that leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi, I think he's just in Patna in Bihar for some political kind of meetings, etc. And there are questions that why is he the one who has not participated in the occasion, and this in continuum of not going to the inauguration of the Ram temple. So certainly you will find that politically, socially, culturally, it's not just about Hindutva and Hinduism, it is also about the appealing to an inclusive model of Hinduism, wherein you do find that when you talk about Hinduism, Prime Minister Modi will not only be remembered as a person who led, who gave a new aspect and who opened new horizon for the Hindutva, but also who redefined Hinduism by embracing the subaltern and the popular aspect, wherein the Shankaracharya seemed to be on the other side. So therefore, you have a larger social, larger political and cultural significance of this occasion, and Mahakumbh being something wherein 1/3 of India is going to participate. So certainly the scale matters, and therein the version of Hinduism that the inference would be drawn is about the inclusion, subaltern inclusion, and therefore Shankaracharya versus Modi is going to be the frame wherein we will, analyze Hinduism. So it's not just about Hindutva and Hinduism, it is about Shankaracharya's Hinduism versus Hinduism which Modi is embracing. Yes, Vasudha.
Going across to my colleague Ranveer now. Ranveer, what else is expected, and how is the state government looking at the Prime Minister's visit? Because like Neja ma'am also said that this is also in some ways an instruction to the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh that arrangements have to be top-notch and safety will not be compromised. So clearly, how is the state government looking at the Prime Minister's visit?
Obviously, Prime Minister's visit is the most important one because as far as Mahakumbh is concerned, Yogi Adityanath is inviting devotees and especially the practitioners of Hindu Dharma. So PM Modi's arrival will obviously attract those who have not yet arrived here in Mahakumbh, and Mahakumbh is going to be continued till 26th of Feb. So a huge number is still expected, and if we talk about today, you can see the number. Huge number of devotees are here. So Yogi government want everyone to visit Prayagraj. This will not only make this Mela historic one, but also boost the economy of Uttar Pradesh, because UP has targeted an economy of 1 trillion, and that's why the numbers, if it will be raised, then obviously the economy of UP will be boosting. And if we talk about VVIPs, we saw Prime Minister today, we saw Union Home Minister Amit Shah a few days back, Rajnath Singh, and we saw Steve Jobs' wife, Laura Powell, the performance of Coldplay, and Saina Nehwal, she was in Prayagraj today also. So many big faces, and the arrival of such VVIPs along with the normal people is a way of attracting those who have not yet arrived here, and this is going to be obviously a historic one. Until now, more than 38 crore devotees had taken dip at the Sangam, and now after the stampede, obviously some of the devotees who had planned to visit this Mahakumbh, they are hesitating. But after Prime Minister's Modi's visit, those who have cancelled their plan may also plan to visit Mahakumbh. So this event is going to be continued till 26th of Feb. So Yogi government is targeting the footfall to more than 450 million, and till now the number is more than 38 crore. So Prime Minister Modi visit is not only a religious issue, his personal issue, but a political message to the opposition too. And the Delhi election is going on today, the voting is going on, and obviously Prime Minister Modi visit will be a message to the voters of Delhi also. And if we talk about Uttar Pradesh, voting in Milkipur Assembly seat in Ayodhya district is also going on today. So BJP is targeting that also. And after Modi's visit, the voters who saw that PM is taking dip at the Sangam may attract and may vote for BJP.